Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. I'm Jen, and this is A Better Life with Jen. Now today I am coming to you with yet another protein bar taste test and review. Now, as you've noticed, my mom, my special guest who is with me on a lot of these, is not here today, unfortunately, so you're stuck with just me. I know she really is the star of the show. But today I'm going to do a taste test of mint chocolate and chocolate mint. Some of them say mint chocolate, some of them say chocolate mint. It's all the same. So we have several different protein bars here. I'm going to go through, try all of them. I will give you the macros for each one up on the screen and let you know how I rate them and what my top pick would be. So let's get started with some chocolate mint protein bars. So the first one we're going to start with is a brand I had never tried before, and this is called Aloha, and this is a plant-based protein bar. And this is the flavor chocolate mint. So I have a little piece of it here. It's smooth. It doesn't have like crunchies or anything in it. It's very minty. I can definitely taste the chocolate and the mint. Very nice flavor. Texture, it's smooth, doesn't have any chunks in it. Texture's kind of okay, but the flavor is very good. So I would give it, rating it out of 10, I would give it a 6. The next one we're going to move on to is Quest. Now, Quest is one of my absolute favorite brands of protein bars. And this is a flavor called Mint Chocolate Chunk. So it is going to have a little bit of chunks in it. And this has 20 grams of protein. And we'll go ahead and we'll give this one a taste. You can see it's kind of layered, and it has chunks of what looks like cookie pieces and maybe white chocolate. The flavor is not as minty as this Aloha one. The Aloha one definitely has a better flavor. I like the texture though. I like the chunks. It really does taste like it has chunks of like an Oreo in it. So I like it, but the flavor wasn't great. Normally I love Quest bars, so I would actually probably give this a 4 out of 10. The next one we're going to move on to is a brand called NuGo, and this is a vegan, this is dark chocolate, and this is mint chocolate chip. And this one has 13 grams of protein. So we'll go ahead and we'll give this one a taste. And it almost looks like a Rice Krispie kind of bar in it. I like the texture. It does have some of that like kind of granola-y bar, Rice Krispie kind of texture to it. The flavor is definitely not as minty. I probably should not have started with the Aloha because so far it was extremely minty and it might be, you know, influencing the other ones. But overall, I liked the texture of it. I did like that little bit of texture and consistency to it. So I would probably give it a 5. Next, we're going to move on to a Clif bar, and this is one that they market as a Clif Kids bar. And this is called the Z Bar protein bar. And this one is chocolate mint, and it only has 5 grams of protein in this bar. So not very high on the protein. I don't know if I would actually even call it a protein bar, but we'll go ahead and we'll give it a taste. And it definitely has texture to it, has lots of crunchies in it. The flavor's good. There is some, you know, you can definitely taste the mint. The texture is, I wish it had a little more something around it. It's a lot of the crunchies, almost more like a soft granola bar, and that's not my favorite kind of texture. But the flavor was fine, but definitely didn't have much protein. So based on that, all of that, I would probably give it a 3. Next, we're going to move over to a Fit Crunch bar, and this is Robert Irbine's Fit Crunch bar, and I have had these in many flavors before and have really liked them all, so we're going to try this one. And this is mint chocolate chip, and this has 16 grams of protein in it, and it has a nice texture. It has some chunks in it, and we'll give it a try. I do really like the texture of it. It shows on the package almost like kind of like a chocolate chip cookie in it. I do like the texture. It's not as minty, but the texture is really, really nice on that one. I would probably give this a 6. The next one is a Lara Bar, and this is the flavor Mint Chip Brownie. And once again, I wouldn't really consider this a protein bar. The Lara Bar only has 4 grams of protein, but they're super clean ingredients. You know, they have nuts and dates and very, very few. This has 6 ingredients in the whole thing. So a really great snack, just wouldn't necessarily call it a protein bar, but we'll give this one a try. The flavor is great, very minty. Really, really like that one with, it has like chocolate chips in it, so you can taste some chunks of chocolate and great mint. Flavor's wonderful. I love the texture of Lara Bars, but like I said, not really a protein bar because it does only have 4 grams of protein. So I would probably have to give it a 4, but the taste is phenomenal if you're not necessarily looking for a protein bar. The next one we're going to move on to is BareBells brand, and this is their minty chocolate. Now, I've had lots of BareBells protein bars, and I love them. They usually have like a Rice Krispie kind of texture to them. They're really good. This is actually called their soft protein bar, and this one has 16 grams of protein. So the texture I'm expecting to be very different than your normal BareBell bar. And we'll give this one a try. It's a little bit sticky. The flavor's good. I can taste the mint. I don't care for the texture too much. I like a protein bar that has a little bit more texture to it. This one's just really soft, almost like a Three Musketeers type sort of texture. So not a big fan of it. I would not buy that one again, and I would probably give that a 3. The next one we're going to move on to is Built Bar. Now, this is a Built Puff. So this is supposed to be more like a marshmallowy type consistency. And this one has 17 grams of protein in it, and we'll give this a try. It definitely is soft. You can squeeze it almost like a marshmallow. Don't really care for that one. The texture is definitely more marshmallow, and I actually love marshmallows, but not when I'm wanting a protein bar. So it is kind of, I don't know what kind of candy bar I would, liken it to, but it definitely has kind of a marshmallow consistency. Don't care for that one. I've had some other Built Bars that weren't their Puff brand, and I like those much, much better. The flavor's okay, but I would give that one a 3, and I would not buy that one again. So the final one we're going to move on to is another Cliff Bar. So we tried the Cliff Z Bar Kids Bar. This is the regular Cliff Builders protein bar, and these have 20 grams of protein, and this is the flavor chocolate mint. So we'll give this one a try. It definitely has texture to it. It's like it's layered. The texture is nice. It definitely has consistency to it. It has sort of that granola type bar, and then the other layer on top of it is sort of a nougat, but it's a little firmer. And the taste is good. It's not super, super minty, but you can definitely taste the mint. I would give it a 5. So that was all of the chocolate mint and mint chocolate protein bars. If I had to pick my number 1 favorite based on flavor alone, it's going to be this Aloha chocolate mint plant-based protein bar. Super minty, could definitely taste that. It was a really, really good chocolate mint flavor. Loved that one. Wish it had a little bit of texture to it, maybe some chunks in it. But overall, that would be my absolute favorite. If I was going to pick one strictly based on texture, it would probably be the Fit Crunch bar. I really like Robert Irvine Fit Crunch bars. I've had them in several flavors, and I really do like their texture. I also liked the Quest bar with the chunks of the cookie. It was like the outside of the Oreo chunks in it. Really did like the texture of that one as well. I did not enjoy the BareBells or the Built Puff. Other BareBells I've had, but they're soft ones. I just don't care for that soft nougaty type texture when I want a protein bar. So hopefully this encouraged you to try some protein bars, maybe some brands that you haven't tried, maybe a flavor you haven't tried before. As you can tell from several of my videos, I love protein bars, and I love an excuse to try a different flavor or a different brand. So drop a comment. Let me know if there are any that you particularly enjoy that you think I should try, or something that you've been wanting to try but you've been nervous about and you want me to try it. I'm always willing to buy and try a protein bar. So hopefully you enjoyed this. If you did, please give it a like, comment, subscribe, all of the things. I appreciate it. It really does help me grow my channel. And as always, I appreciate everyone watching, and I will see you next week with another video.